a female?
For meat.
Oh, so you're saying you can't eat the female? Is that what you're trying to say?
You can, of course you can eat females.
Okay, okay. So you can eat the female and you can eat the male, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so why would you raise a male that doesn't produce any other animals versus a female that would produce up to five other animals?
Yep, for a variety of reasons. Main one
So let's
being
hear
like
it.
size. Yeah, main one being like size and like meat composition, right? So
Yeah,
so males,
they give females growth hormones
no, we
and
don't.
they make them abnormally large. I don't think that's a
No, no, no,
we.
no.
You are not
So
part of the system. You sound like you have a private farm, which is a private farm.
I
I'm talking
don't.
about the 98% of the standard industry practice here. So when
I
you say
don't. I
we,
work.
you're not talking about this because what I'm talking about is the industry.
Listen, man. I'm
Yeah, you
literally
listen. No, you listen.
listen for a
I have
second.
done my due diligence. You have not. You
Listen,
own a little fucking. You own a little slave
I
plantation.
don't. I don't,
Yeah,
dude.
you do. You own a little slave plantation where you
I'm
extort
literally telling
animals.
you I don't own a small farm right now. I'm
You
literally
literally
telling you that.
said a hundred something acre farm.
I work for someone who has an 160 acre farm.
So you
Okay?
literally are just a farmhand. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'm an apprentice farmer.
Excellent. So there is a good possibility I know far more about farming than you do,
Have you
apprentice.
ever been a farmer?
Yes, I've been
Are
on
you
farms. I've raised
are
animals. I've caught an alligator out of the water with my bare hands. I wasn't
that
vegan all my
that's
life,
not
man.
that's not
Yeah,
farming.
hey.
That's hunting. But
No,
okay.
what you're
So
doing
let's
is what you're doing is feeding animals. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're a farm
I
hand. You haven't done
no,
the
I don't
research
just
at all.
listen, man. I don't just feed animals.
Whatever.
I also raise and develop crops, okay? So I like right now, if you're wondering about like work that I actually do right now, I am actually running a small half acre community garden for my community, okay?
That does
So
not make
yeah,
you an expert on anything. I'm
I
sorry
did
to tell
not
you.
say I
You,
am
you come in here
certainly not
talking
an
shit like
expert.
you know all these things, and you had all these people thinking that you are some kind of farm
Jason,
owner, and you're
Jason.
actually just a farmhand. You fetch
No,
hay.
actually,
No, you fetch
listen,
hay. You don't know what you're
listen.
talking about. You
Oh
don't know
my
about the
God.
hormones. No, you don't know.
I need you to listen to me for like 2 seconds, dude, and stop like spurging every time somebody says something to you. So, prior to me having a job, I'm going to tell you my whole history, okay? Prior to me being a farm apprentice, I ran a 3.2 acre farm in Mississippi. On that 3.2 acre farm, I raised a variety of animals. After I raised that variety of animals, I moved back home to Michigan, where I took a small job in a different sector. And now I am an apprentice for a 160 acre farm. Okay? So that's what I keep trying to tell you. I am certainly not an expert, but I've dedicated my life to this and I'm going to school over this. All right?
Put myself through school. I've already
Good for
everything
you.
you're going to learn in that school. Everything you're going to learn in that school. I've already been through. And I didn't need somebody to tell me to do it either. I did it on my own volition. I love it. I soak it up. I don't need to go to school for that. I already studied it.
What school did you go to? Just
15
curious.
years. 15 years. The school of everything. Any piece of paper that comes across, any study that's done comes across, I read every single one of them. It doesn't take that
Oh,
much time to read these studies.
so you mean like
Yeah, and then
self-taught.
investigate. Oh yeah,
You mean
definitely.
like yeah, okay, and that's fine, right? But let's just acknowledge that
100.
neither of us, okay, but let's just acknowledge that neither of us are experts. And I'm glad that you mentioned that you're self-taught and that you read papers. What's probably going to be best is that if you make some sort of claim, I think that you should back it up with evidence and papers. Like I'm going to do. I'm going to be posting some articles.
Oh, that's
So
100. I could do that, no problem.
that's awesome.
I give you a link that gives you, I think almost like 45 different studies.
Can I be self-assured that this link is not going to come from a very biased or vegan source?
No, actually, it's a doctor that's been in the field for 30 years. He stands on a stage and he tells for
Is he
about an
black?
hour and a half. No, no,
No.
not Dr.
Okay.
Steven. No. I wish he would
So
stand on stage and say more things, but he died from the flu.
Die from
Well,
a
in
flu.
jail.
That's weird for a vegan to die for a flu.
It
So
very
what I
is.
was gonna
Listen,
say,
in
yeah,
jail.
so what I was gonna say was hopefully you got to be vegan in jail. So hope so what I was gonna say was this is that so the reason why you keep asking about male animals, and I really need you to bear with me and not be interrupted while I explain this, okay?
Okay,
So
explain your education on this. That's what I want. Where did you
sure,
get your
sure.
information? I don't need a big old rant about everything.
Where did I
I
get
need
my
you to,
information?
yeah, where did you
So
get your
part of where I
information?
get yeah, so part of where I get my information, number one, is personal experience. Everyone gets information through personal experience, just like you did, right? The second way that I receive my information is through not only
No, that's not the way I did.
studies,
I don't have
but
personal experience in the animal product industry. I haven't been
no,
in
well,
a
what I mean
slaughterhouse
is that
per
you
se.
that's fine. You don't have that's fine. You don't have to be. But what I'm saying is that like you're self-taught. And so I've had personal experience with it. And so the other thing that I do is I look at studies, I also read, and understand
Okay. What
regulatory
studies
business
tell you that
practices.
they
Listen,
want
listen.
males
I wait,
versus
Jason.
females?
Didn't I
Now you
ask you
rant too much.
to
You
bear with
run
me?
on too much. You bullshit and you like a politician. You run on your mouth too much. Not about the subject.
But do you
Why would they want
actually so like
males
wait,
versus
why
females?
I'm literally telling you, but you have
You
to let me
literally
finish.
not. You're just running on and rambling about nonsense. This is
All
what the
right.
people were talking about when you were said that you were boring because you're doing this thing where you're trying to just blah blah blah
I'm
blah blah
sorry.
until everybody
Wait a
agrees
minute.
with you.
The person who told you that I'm boring was Sid. You
Three people
understand
said that in the
Sid's
room.
IQ?
Three
No,
people said
you
that in the room.
understand.
No,
Listen,
three
you
people
understand
said that
Sid's
in the
can
room,
you
and it
stop?
wasn't. That was four actually.
So you understand Sid's IQ is like 36 and like he has the attention span of a porcupine. You're literally taking the opinion of some Pakistani dude with like bipolar disorder. So let me explain something, right? And I'm gonna unmute you and just kind of hope that you're not gonna be like
Yeah.
entirely interruptive.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm going to get a fucking. I'm gonna get a fucking some kind of admin position where I can't just be muted all the fucking time. This is ridiculous. You need to be
Okay,
quiet.
Not in here, you
I
You
know.
hope
need to
that
be
you
quiet.
I hope
That's
that
the
you work
problem.
very
You need
hard
to
to
be
do that.
quiet. That's what you
I,
need to do. You need to be quiet a little bit. You're an apprentice. You're a fucking farmhand. You don't know
I'm
about the
actually selling
chemicals
my
they
admin
give
role.
you.
If you want to buy an admin
so
role, I can help you out.
so
Shit. I
so
would.
look, I don't think there's any need to demean even smaller positions like electricians
No,
move
that's
like people.
experience is not demeaning. You
Listen,
don't have the experience or the education to
I
speak on it
literally
as you
told you.
do.
I
As you
literally
do.
told you listen, I literally told you I ran a 3.2 acre farm. What I'm doing
That
right
doesn't
now
mean
is receiving
shit.
formal experience. So
What
I'm
the fuck
receiving
does that mean?
formal
What does that mean that
do
you
I
were
have
able
to
to
meet
watch?
you again, Jason? Okay. So what's telling you my experience, right? And saying that I have a 3.2 acre farm is me literally telling you that right now, instead of informal experience, I'm receiving formal experience and study. Okay? That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're not though. You said you were going to go to school.
Yeah, no, the apprenticeship is formal experience and study.
The apprenticeship is go get a bale of hay and bring it over here. That doesn't
No,
educate you on shit. You don't know
no,
anything about
we're not doing
the
anything with
hormones they're
hay.
giving
We're
them.
not dealing with animals. We're
So
not
you can
doing anything
interrupt
with
me
hay.
all the time, but there's a problem when I
I'm
interrupt you
sorry.
too.
Go ahead, Jason.
Okay, you don't know anything about the amount of hormones. That's between the vet and them, not you. They don't tell you that. Why would they tell you that? That's between the owner of that animal, the vet, and that animal. How many hormones are pumped into that animal? How many times hands are shoved into her anus and her vagina to inseminate her?
Okay,
So how
so
do you
I'm
know?
wrong about that
I
too.
want to be hold on. I want to be like really clear about something. The apprenticeship is not focused on raising livestock. The apprenticeship is focused on growing crops. So we're going to be engaging in like CSA, growing crops, vegetable management. The apprenticeship is not geared towards livestock. I just want to be clear with you on that. Okay.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for clearing it
Now
up.
that no problem. So I won't be retrieving hay. I'll be sowing plants and then harvesting them later. So
That's fantastic.
um,
That's fantastic. My things were talking about animals. That's what I'm specifically
I
saying.
understand, but every
I
time
put
we
a
do
lot of
talk
time
about
into educating
animals,
myself on this.
Same thing. I did as well. It just seems like every time I try to explain something, you get
And you're
upset. I
wrong,
don't know if
I
it's
get upset.
emotion, and you try
No,
to.
every time you
Okay.
say something, and it's incredibly wrong, it just makes you, and to make you feel better or look better, I say something about
Okay.
it.
Well,
I interrupt you and I say something
let's.
because it needs to stop. And the lie needs to
Okay.
stop. And I can prove you
Well,
wrong, so I can stop you.
Okay, so it would be best if you could prove me wrong through like actual evidence instead of just yelling at me. So the first thing
I
we need to go
literally
over
can.
is,
Watch you
yeah,
explain why.
oh, he lagged out. He'll be back.
Maybe he'll be back in a second.
That's what we want to see. That's
Jason,
what I
you
want to
lagged
see. I want
out.
to see why you choose a
Jason, we
male
didn't
cow over a
hear
female
what
cow.
you last said, mate, for the last, like, I don't know,
Alright.
maybe
You
30
lagged out.
seconds.
You got me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you now, but you lagged out.
Okay. Why is it's a very simple question. It's an economical question. It's a business owner question.
Yeah.
Why would a business owner choose a male cow over a female?
Yeah, so when we're talking, well, are you talking about beef or dairy?
Can someone else answer that question before you answer? Just as a
Well,
feel of the room?
this is important. Are you talking about beef or dairy?
I'm talking about if you own a cow, do you want it to be a female or a male?
It depends. Is this beef or
Well, if it's
dairy?
male, then I don't want it for dairy.
Exactly.
You,
Well,
you
there you go.
understand the difference, right? You understand
Right
you can't
there.
milk a male
Exactly.
cow. Yeah? You understand what?
Well, you understand that if you eat animal products, you do pay for someone to go out there and jerk off a little baby cow, right?
No.
Yeah, and I fucking
Since you
love
want
it.
to talk about that. Yeah, exactly. Somebody's got sense. You just keep denying everything. You're like a reality denier, or you're
Yeah,
uneducated. That's the question.
what the
One of
fuck?
those two things.
I don't
Yeah,
know
what
why
the
you're
fuck?
insulting. I
Because
don't
you
know
don't
why.
know that they don't fucking jerk off little cows. They do that.
No,
You don't
we don't.
understand that? No,
Jason,
because you live on a little chick farm. I'm not talking about you, dummy. I'm talking about 98%
168 is
industrial.
little.
God
No,
damn.
look,
Yeah, that's
Jason,
small compared. That's
Jason,
small beans, dude.
are you going to let me answer or are you going to keep talking?
No, I asked somebody else to fucking answer.
Yeah, but that's
Please, anybody else.
literally what Eden said is he's trying to ask you, are you referring to dairy or beef?
It's a
Jake,
non-starter question. If you're talking about dairy, then of course you don't want it to be a bull.
exactly. He's going to come back.
Can
His
we just
internet
do?
dropped.
Like I said to SD a minute ago, should we just do this formally, where you both have like your own little fucking time to do it, and just mute? Because this is spurging me out.
I know.
I just need a
So-
question answered,
So
but you can't
I
do
would,
it.
yeah, but that's
And
we
she
keep
keeps asking
asking
the
you.
question.
We keep asking. He can't answer it because we're trying to figure out if you're talking about dairy or beef.
The problem is you don't know that there's not a difference. That's the problem.
There
That's
kind of
right
is a
there.
huge difference.
Okay, let me explain why it's not different.
Okay.
When you have a cow, you inseminate it, and then you have either a boy cow or a female cow. What you do with a boy cow is you take it, and if the veal prices are good, you put it in a little crate until you sell it for veal. If the veal prices are bad, you shoot it in the head and you dump it because you don't
Okay.
want to pay for a male cow. Please shut the fuck up, please. Fuck. And if it's a female cow, yippee, because now you get to rape that baby cow and you get at least 4 or 5 other cows out of that female cow. And when she's finished at the end of her rope, then they sell her for beef. That is a beef cow now. You understand? Finished.
So
Set a time.
you must. I think you are very confused about the processes.
I must be, because your one little bitty farm does something different. I must be so
Are
confused.
you going to let me respond or what? So I
I
think
wish
that
somebody
you're-
else would, to be honest with you.
So I think that you're a little bit confused. Well, I'm the one who wanted to talk to you. You should have never agreed to talk to me if you didn't want to talk to me. So I
I'm
think
in
you're
the
a
voice
little
chat.
bit.
I don't need to talk just as you.
Jason, do we need to go into the debate channel where you will be muted?
I literally just would like to hear somebody else's opinion on besides yours.
I'm literally, they can't, so it's really hard to answer the question when
There's
you're not
cats
willing
here,
to eat.
SD's here, Zarcon's here. We can hear from
Okay, so it's really hard to answer that question when you're not willing to answer if we're talking about dairy or beef. Now, the way that you just described the process makes me think that you're talking about dairy.
I just explained it to you. Can somebody else
So,
understand this and put
so
in?
when you're referring to dairy, right? Like beef cows are not typically inseminated. Beef cows are typically let out on pasture where they have a breeding bull, and the bull goes out and like impregnates the cows whenever he wants to. So dairy cows are usually the ones where artificial insemination is done.
And
Do
this
you
happens
agree?
on all industry.
In
I
most
agree that
dairy
this might
industries,
happen on a very small farm, but this is not standard industry practice, what I keep talking.
for
You keep
dairy, most
forgetting
cows,
it's separate.
listen, 2 seconds. For
Listen,
dairy
listen.
cows, most cows, yes, are inseminated. For dairy cows in the industry, most of them are inseminated. So when they're inseminated, some dairy farms use sex selection sperm, which is sperm in which majority of the sperm have a X chromosome, which means majority of the cows are going to be impregnated with a female calf. Okay?
Why?
That's
Why?
that yeah. So the very rare instances on those operations where a male is born, there are two options. So one option, well, there's a couple options.
Just told you.
There's a couple options. Look, some of this in which I'm actually agreeing with you, you just need to listen. So some of those options are um might have their own veal to or beef operation in a separate shed, and they raise their veal or beef cow as a male.
Poor
And
little
that's
baby
actually
cows.
yep, and yeah, poor baby cows. And that's actually very profitable. So the
It's
other
not. Nothing
one
beat people
moment,
as you feel right now.
one moment, let me finish. The other option is that calf is going to be raised as a future bull. And I can only assume what you were referring to earlier was when bulls reach the age of sexual maturity, sometimes, yeah, they do engage in like semen collection. And semen collection, I could describe it to you, but I'll just provide a video in VC chat.
We don't really need
Yeah,
all that.
that's why I said I'll just provide a video in VC links. Um, so
So
the
what you're
last
actually
thing,
saying is that yes,
yes,
they do in fact prefer females.
dairy
After all that
industry,
hoopla, yes, I'm correct.
the well, no, the problem is that you keep saying that it's not profitable to raise male cows for beef, but that's not true.
Do so how do you get beef cows? Where do they come from?
Yeah, so beef cows come from a line of so
A
you remember
line.
yesterday a
Like
line just
they come from a female cow though, right?
yeah, but remember yesterday we were talking
Okay.
about yeah, remember,
So
listen,
let me
hold
ask you
on,
about
just
this if
wait,
you would know about this.
Jason,
Let
you
me ask
gotta
you
let
about
me
this.
answer the question,
No, I
Jason.
don't
You
have.
gotta let me you do. You really do. I'm glad as glad as shit like out. So like
Do,
Jason, you remember yesterday we were talking about like domestication and different breeds? Do you remember that? I didn't mute you. That wasn't me, by the way.
It wasn't me
Do
either,
you
but
remember
if his
yes?
connection is fucking up, it might help if he turned off
It
his
was
cam and
probably
it just frees
Peter.
up a
It
bit of
was me.
Yeah.
bandwidth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just be adults
I
and
need
take
to
turns, like big boys and big girls. It's not
right.
hard.
but dude, we have to hear this one for like a half an hour,
But
dude. Like somebody
I was
else can
asking you a
talk.
Don't
question.
ask her a fucking question then.
I
So,
did.
so first of
That's a
all, I asked you
ruin.
a question. I explicitly asked you. I said, "Do you want to talk again?" Right? Because I'm talking about you and me. So Jason, do you remember yesterday we were talking about like domestication and like different breeds of stuff? Do you remember that?
Mm.
You're okay.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah. I'm waiting for you to tell me a beef cow. Where does it come
uh-huh.
from? Does it
Yeah.
come from the
So,
belly of a fucking a female cow? Is that how it works, right?
well, yeah, like
It just
all cats.
doesn't make sense. Everything you're saying just doesn't make sense.
that you
males
need
every
to.
once in a while
I think
just
that
to
you need
breed.
to.
Any
I
other
think
males
that
get
you
that. How about chickens? Okay, let me ask you
just
something. Do
one
you think you?
moment, okay? I'm gonna ask you to do this. I really need you to like take a deep breath and calm down. Instead of like everything that you hear, you feel like you need to like react in a very harsh way. But for a moment, just think about things before you say them.
He's already doing it, but I think what would be helpful for his connection is if he just turned off his cam, because it's probably hogging quite a lot of bandwidth and it's making his voice
Yeah.
break up a bit.
Can you turn off your
Like
cam?
it's
making
not
it hard
intended to
for me.
be like insulting or anything. It's just like if you haven't got a very good connection, then you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good man.
Oh, oh wait, turn. You gotta turn off your cam because it's making your connection fizz. Thank you. So, so all I'm asking is that, like, before you say something, like, just take a deep breath and think before you respond to it. Okay?
Okay.
And I really need
Woosah.
good
Woosah.
job.
Can
Good job.
someone else please speak
Does
instead of
anyone else in here have the ability to answer this question?
Woosah? Ability. You think you have the ability because you're a farmhand?
Not everyone's a farmer. So does anyone else in here
You're
have the
not a
ability to
farmer
answer the
either.
question?
You go fetch the hay. You're not a farmer. Understand
What
that.
did
You
I
do
explain to you
and
earlier,
you
dude?
need to stop posing. You are posing as if you're some kind of farmer. You're
What did I
not.
explain to you earlier?
You go and get the hay.
I literally said I don't work with livestock right now.
I
Yeah,
could do it. You mean
equivalent. It's a metaphor.
Go ahead,
It's a
Eden.
metaphor.
Go ahead, Eden.
What is
It's
your
easy, right?
question?
No, it's real simple. So Jason has made a whole bunch of affirmatives, right? But
I did.
unfortunately, he hasn't given any evidence, any studies, any proof whatsoever, any tangible proof whatsoever. But that's
Put it
what
in
we
the
need.
chat right
That's
now.
what we need from you.
Put it in the
Right?
chat
So
right now.
you just keep going, but you're not actually
Put it in the
saying
chat
anything.
right now. Put it right in the chat.
What is your question?
What are you proving? Because you've gone on for about 30 different points so far since I've been in here.
No,
What are
it's
you
the
actually-
same point. It's the same point. You're eating 98% female. She wants to say that you're not. You're eating 98% male. And I'm trying to explain to
I
everyone
didn't
in the
say
room.
that.
You literally did. You said it was
I
the
didn't.
opposite of that yesterday. You did.
No, that's
Okay,
not what I said.
regardless, just
Okay,
post what you
whatever.
have, and then
Okay.
we can all move forward because you've been on the same point since yesterday, and it's a bit shit.
What is the point then? Explain it then. If it's so fucking
So you
repetitive.
made the argument.
Not
you made the
you,
argument-
please, not you. I'm talking to him. I asked him
It's
a question.
open BC. I can speak if I want. dude.
There you go. Right?
Like,
Exactly.
what's crazy
What's
is
my
that
point?
you were fine saying that you wanted to talk to me, but now you don't. So I don't understand. Like, pick one.
Yeah, talking to you versus just being stepped on constantly by you. And the whole time you're doing it, you're pretending like you're some kind of literally farm owner. Like you're not.
I did own a farm.
You literally no, you didn't own a farm. You worked on a farm.
I
Jesus,
did.
lady, you're
I don't know why you did. I don't know why you refuse to listen. Like I explained to you, I owned and ran
3.5 acre land.
Yes, I owned and ran a 3.5. It was 3.2 acre farm. And then now I am working for a 160 acre farm
as an apprentice.
as an apprentice. Yes, and we do crop
You're not
production.
a farmer. So you're not a farmer.
What?
You're
That
not a
is
farmer. You're not a farmer. You're not a farmer.
Yes, that's a farmer.
The person that owns that farm is the farmer.
No,
Who
dude.
cares?
The person who
cares?
owns
No,
the
because
farm,
the cares because she keeps coming in and asserting herself as she's some kind of
the
authority.
person who owns
She's
the
some kind
farm
of
is not a
farmer.
person. So
Official
first of all,
documented farmer.
a person doesn't own the farm. A college owns the farm. The college I intend to attend. That's who. A person doesn't own the farm.
The person that went to that college and graduated from that college is now working above you as the farmer.
What?
Why does it matter that much to you?
Okay. We again getting off track, right? So you
Because
provided
she's
2
gonna
links to
die
YouTube
about it.
videos, and it might surprise you that we don't have enough time tonight to maybe watch 2.5 hours of YouTube videos to get what you're
Wow.
saying, right? So give us either tangible. We need sources. We can't just sit here and watch.
Those links have links to like
What is your
50
point that
different
you're trying
studies,
to make again?
independent. You eat females.
Okay, so
Why is that important?
your base point is that we ingest female estrogen from heifers, right? So that makes us what exactly?
Well, I don't know. You tell me, because that's the same exact female mammalian estrogen that transsexuals use during hormone therapy.
And
So
what does that mean?
you tell me, why would you eat?
No.
You're eating it?
Don't
So what's
ask.
the
Don't
problem
gaslight
with
me.
that?
Just you tell.
So what is the problem?
with that?
What's the problem with that?
Problem with what?
With eating female animals, what's the problem?
Female mammalian estrogen?
Yes.
What's the problem with female mammalian estrogen?
So what happens if you eat that?
What happens when transsexuals eat that during female hormone therapy?
No, you
They
tell
don't
me
eat
what
it. They
happens if
inject
you eat that.
Yeah, they
extreme
inject it.
measures of
They
it.
inject it.
Yeah, what
they
happens
inject
if you eat it?
A condensed, purified version of it. What happens? I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one who's saying it's a problem, so you tell me.
The lowest reproduction rates in human.
And that's caused by eating it.
I personally believe it's caused by eating tons of female mammalian eggs.
What do you mean you personally believe?
Well, from my studies.
What studies?
What studies have you done?
Dude, I literally, if you just start watching those videos, that will be the first 2-3 hours of a 15-year journey.
Are
Please,
they
bro.
happy, healthy
If you
vegan
keep asking me
videos?
for
Like,
evidence
what
and
the fuck are
you don't
recommending
fucking
us
want to
to
watch the
dude?
things.
Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
but
You don't
those
want to watch
videos
the
must have
thing.
studies, right? They must have studies that they came
Exactly.
from. So just link the studies.
Please explain. It has 50 to 60 in that one video, and a
Go
doctor
in
explains
the
it.
description of the video and like copy and paste the link
Exactly.
that is
Why
to
don't
the
you
study.
fucking do it? That's what I'm saying. Why you fucking need me to do it, clown? It's
Jason,
already
why
there.
are
Because you're the one who's
Jason, why are
presenting
you
the
such a
arguments.
I just
reactionary?
presented it. I don't need
Why
to
are
do
you
any
such
further. The
Jason, why
reason
are
you
you
don't
so
want to
Jason,
taste it
why are you
is
so
because
reactionary?
it's fucking stupid for you to ask me for evidence that I just provided you.
Okay, but
It's
I
fucking
can't
aggravating.
find those links. So if you
Why,
find me a
why
link,
is it
I can't
taking us
click a
this
button.
much just to ask
I
you
can't just
for,
click a
for
button.
this?
It's ridiculous, man.
I'm being as charitable as
I'm
possible.
on my
but
fucking
I
phone, by the way. I don't have to
cannot
go
see
do
the
all this
Why,
links.
shit.
The only
why
links
has
that are
it
underneath
taken
these
us this
videos are
long
just
just to get
advertisements.
this? It's taken a very long time just to ask you
Because
to
it
post
doesn't
a
matter.
few links.
I just
Oh,
posted it
There's no
twice.
links.
There's 2 things in there.
There's
no,
literally
it's
no
not
links.
what we're
It's
asking for.
It's just bullshit.
All
That's
we've asked
exactly
you
what you're
for
asking
is a
for.
few
Study
links
on that study.
to some
Studies
studies.
on studies. It's literally studies on studies.
If it's that
Doctor
easy,
explaining
then
it.
why don't you just link us to them?
I
to the
just linked
site?
it. I don't understand. This is like a loop to loop. It's crazy. You watch. I'll click it myself and I can watch it.
Listen,
It's crazy.
just chill out, Jack.
I'm just not. There's nothing to chill out about. I'm clicking the link. I'm gonna watch it myself. See how easy
Okay,
it
then
is.
while you're
You
watching
you
it,
don't
why
need to
don't you
watch
just
it.
link
You
us
Okay,
to
And
need
then
to
when the
say
guy says
if
the
you
name of
say you don't
the
want
name
to
of the
do
study,
it,
I'm gonna
just
Google
say you
it.
don't want to do it, dude.
Yeah,
Just
do
say you're
that.
just lazy.
I'm literally
Just
doing
say
it.
you're lazy
Okay.
and
I,
just get it
No,
over
he's
with.
saying
no,
he's
I
doing
don't
it.
want to do it. That's so terrible for you just to constantly. I need to be force fed, spoon fed. Oh,
No.
you
What
literally
listen
can't do
is
it.
like,
No,
don't
he's
listen to everyone
saying
out
he's
for a
going to do
second.
it.
Right?
He's saying he's going to.
I'm on the YouTube videos right now. I'm looking at the description. There is no study link for any of them.
No,
So
he's saying he's going to
provide.
Google it right now. So he's doing it.
You don't need to Google it.
Nutritionalfacts.org.
Okay, but that's not the study. That's just a website. That's not the specific study that you're trying to quote. That
Oh
is
my
just
God,
the
dude.
guy's website.
You know
I'm
what
on it
doesn't-
right
you know,
now. I've
the
clicked
thing-
all of the links. Nothing is going to what you're saying it is. So don't act like
Oh,
everyone else
okay,
is fucking
excellent,
retarded.
excellent. Now listen, when he says the name of the study, go find him. You got to do a little bit of work, right? It's your heart
So
disease.
No,
it's your
what you
we
goal.
don't
mean
have
is
to.
what you mean is you don't know what the
Don't
fuck you're
have to.
talking
You
about.
literally don't have to. No, I do know what I'm talking about. You're
Okay,
eating
so
a
what's
lot
the
of
study
female.
called? What's the study called?
Lazy shit. That's what.
What is the study called?
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna listen.
Well, when you have the studies, come back and tell us.
Okay, I can't hear because you guys.
Well, then deafen yourself.
Okay,
I love this so much.
okay, bye. Yeah, he's just muted and deafened for now. Fuck that. That is just.
What a nice guy. What a
He is
nice,
not a
cordial. Hey, he's here to educate us, guys. He's here to educate us. He's here to educate us.
I love how
people.
like I repeatedly said like
I told you this was gonna happen, didn't I? Right? I
Yeah,
called it,
but
didn't I?
it's
Can
like-
I can I just get credit for calling it, please? Just that much, and I'll be
you
happy.
got okay. I acknowledge it, but I still kind of got what I want.
The website that he linked has nothing to do with what he's talking about.
Well, let's yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, look, if you go
uh,
to nutrientfacts.org, they have that listed. There you go.
Okay, well, I'm on the website right now. Where do I click? Because I've got oats, women's health, flax seeds, longevity, pregnancy, cholesterol, depression, fasting. Nothing to do with what you're talking about. So where do I click?
I'm telling you, so an hour of just him talking about studies. Go
No.
from
I understand that you might have like severe autism, right? But nobody is going to sit here and
I'm
watch an hour
autistic
and a half
because I don't
video.
spoon feed you.
Are you
I'm
stupid? How the
autistic
fuck
because
am I
I don't
supposed to watch?
spoon feed you.
How am I supposed to watch
I'm
an hour and a
stupid
half?
because you can't watch a fucking video.
How am I going to watch an hour and a half video in 10 minutes, you fucking spastic?
No, just post the
Talking.
videos, post the studies when you find the links. It's not that hard.
Yeah, nutrientfacts.org has the links that you're talking about in a list.
What are you even talking about? It's, put down the pipe.
Nutrientfacts.org has the fucking list that you're
Please
asking
don't yell.
for, Clucker.
Please don't yell.
Please. Yeah.
I'm
Saying it
on
louder
the
doesn't help.
website right now. There is nothing
Dead
on
ass
it.
retarded. Dead ass retarded.
It's not necessary to insult people.
Here's the lovely, shitly made website. It has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
I am
Yeah.
Sid, and why
That dude started
was
talking shit,
I
calling me names
muted?
first. That's crazy.
You're not muted, Sid.
Right?
That's crazy.
I saw a red sign right next to my
Yeah,
It was 'cause
that's explained
Sid-
earlier.
yeah,
But don't worry
it-
about it.
it
It's
was-
not because you did
yeah.
anything. You were having a conversation in private, and we just muted you so that we didn't hear that private conversation. That's it.
Oh. How's everybody?
Everything is going wonderfully, as
Hey.
can be expected in a VC such as this.
No, it's not. It's not going wonderfully. The vegans are doing it
Being
again.
sarcastic.
It's wonderful. Everything is
The
wonderful.
zombies are acting like they
It
can't
is fine.
understand how to use the internet.
Welcome to the slaughterhouse.
Right?
Did you just call us
Cat,
zombies?
you're brilliant.
Why would you
I
want to
just wanna
educate a bunch of
remind
zombies?
everyone
Jason,
that
why
this
would you want to
great thing
educate a bunch of
happening
zombies?
is my fault.
Because you don't have to be a zombie.
Oh my god, dude.
You don't have
That's
to.
Can you
absolutely
stop
true.
this?
You don't
Can you
have to
stop
be a
this
zombie.
pitch?
Listen,
Don't take the COVID shot.
Exactly. We can
Wait,
agree on
if you-
that. We can agree on
if you
that. I
just
like
work
I already
it.
got mine.
Jason,
I already got
so
mine.
your goal.
Look, buddy, you're
is to make other
Jason.
people
You're
feel-
talking to somebody who's been vegan and went back to eating meat. So what are you talking about? You don't have to be a zombie.
I am
It's-
vegan.
it's,
I'm vegan right
It
now.
just sounds. It
No,
just
I'm
sounds
not.
like.
I'm just talking to
It just
Jason right
sounds
now.
when people tell me that, it just sounds like I'm listening to someone who said, "I used to be on heroin, then I got off of heroin, then I went back on heroin."
Zycron is the last person you should say that to. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Zycron, do you want to have, like, 5 minutes or, well, more, whatever, if you want, with Jason? Just uninterrupted. If you do, go ahead.
The fucking punching bag. Let's go, bro.
What is there to say? I mean, my AirPods might die soon, so maybe I'll just let Patty, bat him around a little bit more because it doesn't seem like he's got much to say, to be honest.
Okay. So
Nothing to say.
let's try
Jason,
to
I am
keep...
vegan. I am vegan, and
Yeah,
you're
I was
helping
going to
the
say,
cause.
Kat, you go ahead, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you want. Like,
I am
have a
vegan,
discussion.
Jason, and you're not helping.
I know. I seen you yesterday. I am helping a lot of people.
No, you're not.
Okay, can you help
I
me
am.
then? Because I
Yeah, no
promise
problem.
you, I swear to you, right? If you just follow me just for 5 minutes and help me out to find what you're
Yeah.
talking about, I will become vegan if you're right. I don't even.
What do you want? What exactly do you want me to? What point exactly specific?
You told me to go to this website to find a source about the female estrogen in cow.
Oh, okay. Go to transsexual. Right now, you got right now. Type in search
Transsexual. What?
transsexual hormone therapy.
No. You
I
said
need-
to go to
just
this
let me-
website.
This is
You
how
said to
this
go
is
to
how it
this
works.
website.
I know. Now it's another website because I know exactly what you want now. Okay, please. I know. It's a little journey, man. It's just a little journey. You want to find out what's going on? It's a little journey.
Let's go.
Oh my god, dude. You know, like,
Transsexual hormone
vegans start to
therapy.
just talk like they're in a cult, you know? Like, I'm sorry.
I
No,
know.
I'm just
You just gotta take this little
people.
journey. You just
No,
gotta, just let me
people
take you on this
have been
whimsical journey.
convinced to eat
Dude, shut
animal
the fuck
products.
up, dude. It's not that fucking deep. Jesus fucking Christ.
Really, this isn't helping. Being transphobic does not help.
It's not being transphobic. It's people eating female mammalian estrogen, and it has the same effects without them knowing. Understand? You understand what I'm saying? I'm not being transphobic.
No.
I'm just saying people don't understand that what they're eating.
So how
Oh man, I
like
must like me some estrogen then. I like me some yummy chicken.
okay, so
Just
I
injected
know
with
quite a
all
lot.
those mammalian
Zombie.
estrogens.
Cat,
I know
cat,
quite a lot
cat.
about
Mm.
hormones, and I know quite a lot about transgender people, right?
So
So
wait,
what am I
did he
looking
just
for?
say? Did he just say like
Cat,
people are transitioning because they eat
Jason.
steak?
cat, please.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was a man, but
you
then I
guys.
ate chicken.
Throwing in a bunch of like transgender
ahead.
shit is not going to help. This is not helping you.
Yeah,
How
like
is a
he's
red-blooded
completely straight,
American
man. Just say
man?
name
Hold
a
on,
trait
hold
and
on,
call
hold on. Let
everyone
me
racist.
explain.
Like,
Hang on,
Please, please,
Eden,
please,
Yes,
please,
yes,
please,
if
Mr.
you
Vegan
could,
troll transphobic dude. What?
please. I'm not, dude. Don't label me. You don't know me. You don't know me.
Yeah, but I know your type.
Red-blooded American. No, red-blooded male.
Yes, Mr.
Man.
Transphobic Vegan troll.
Wow, that is very insulting. I'm not transphobic.
Yeah, I know it is.
My business serves the homosexuals and transsexuals and everything in this community.
What?
Yeah.
So you mean
yeah.
you
way
don't
he said
refuse
that.
them
We
service?
don't
The way he said that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The way
yes,
he
we
said
don't
that.
Let's
discriminate
continue,
against
Mr.
anybody.
Transphobic Vegan troll.
Kat, do you think you're done with this guy? Because if you are, we can move on to somebody else. I just wanted you to have a fair shot because you're a really awesome member of the server. So. Do you think you
Yeah.
do you think you said enough, or do you want to continue for a bit more?
Oh, whatever, whatever you feel like.
Oh, it's not what
He
I feel
muted
like.
himself. It sounds like he shut up now.
Jason, do you have any friends that are LGBT? I'm just curious. Like, I'm curious. Have you ever had a friend that's LGBT before? Have you
You
ever
look
had a
at your
friend
friend
who's
and be like,
actually?
you know why you're gay? It's because you eat chicken. That's why you're gay.
It's all them estrogens getting to your mind.
it's like vegans have gone full circle, and we were calling them soy boys, and now they've gone full circle and calling us femboys.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm pansexual, and what you're saying does not sound good.
Vegan chads don't mess with the chicken eating femboys.
Oh my god.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like
fuck.
I'm
You
just
guys ever
curious
see
though.
that?
Yeah,
Like
I think he
I
shut the
imagine
fuck up
Jason
now.
having
Yeah.
Did you guys
a
ever
gay
see that
friend or
PETA?
something.
You guys ever see that PETA billboard where it's like two gay men in the bed and there's a chicken in between them? and it's like meat messes with your libido. It's like, okay, you guys really have gone full circle.
See, this is the funny thing. Like, I mean, like sensible vegans and sensible non-vegans all get along just fine in this server, and then you get
Him.
Jason.
every so often you get a Jason.
Then you get a Jason. Yeah, Jason.
No, come on, he's just American Terry.
I'm inclined to
Oh my God,
agree.
he is.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
true.
much.
He
I
looks
guess
just
the
like
thing
him,
that's
too.
upsetting with Jason though is like his arguments aren't even like on the face of them, they aren't even hard to like argue for, but the way he's arguing for them are just it's so bad. Like it's so bad. Right?
I still haven't got to the root of why us ingesting estrogen is bad.
I don't think anybody else.
No.
Yeah, because we might just break it down, like with a male physiology, we might just break down that mammalian estrogen perfectly fine. But without like proper studies and stuff, there's really no way of knowing the way that the human body breaks that down.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that eating something with a hormone in it makes us absorb that hormone.
Yeah, I mean, if that was true, then we'd be cycling phytoestrogens, but I think that we just like urinate those out instead of
The
like using them
bodybuilders
for
would
any.
just be eating big balls.
I suppose, in the interests of fairness, I have to look.
No,
at
don't
the
do
last-
that.
Oh no, sorry. I was just. I thought maybe he said something about why he'd muted himself, but he didn't. Because I've got him blocked because well, the guy's a pointless waste of space, right? But some other people wanted to discuss with him, so we're facilitating that. And he hasn't been moderated by me in any way, shape, or form, which is what I promised.
I'm still finding absolutely nothing on this website to what he's talking about. I'm convinced that he has no idea what he's talking about. And the fact is, I don't either, but it's just easy to figure out that he doesn't either.
Well, I tell you what we've got. We've got a dread.
I am not Sid.
You're not Sid.
That's good.
Dread, do you have many opinions on things?
I generally do, yes. I would
Okay.
like to think so. I'd rather have
Jason
them
is in the
than-
call. He is for some reason unable to speak. Maybe he needed to step away. Maybe he needed to talk to people in whatever room he's in. But he should be able to hear whatever you're saying.
Okay. Did you need me to express an opinion? There was definitely something I wanted to tell him.
Go right ahead.
Oh.
We're done with the kid gloves now, so go ahead.
Oh. Well, it's just a matter of basic digestive biology. I was curious if you knew what lignans were. Lignans are a compound that are regularly found in plant matter, especially leafy greens. When lignans get into your system, especially in high quantities, like one would have if they ate a great deal of plant matter, they promote the development of a compound called cortisol. Cortisol is one of the mediators of the inflammation response. But he left. That's sad.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'll finish my thought.
Finish.
Cortisol is the antagonist of testosterone. So the more cortisol in your system, the less effective your testosterone is. And we all know what testosterone is, right?
It's the bit that gets you up in the morning.
If you wanted to go that far, yes. Testosterone is basically the male androgen. It's the most important hormone for males. It's a huge mediator on a lot of topics, and a lot about how to prevent the aging process in men is actually about keeping your free testosterone high. But if you eat a lot of plant matter, you will increase the amount of lignans in your system, which will form cortisol, which will basically cancel out all of your testosterone. So arguing that it makes you less man